and they're similar to what we've already done, but in the reverse. So if you remember back to the first part of this chapter, you were given something like x plus 2 and x minus 2, and you had to distribute, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we knew that with these ones there was a special rule. What was the special rule?
Outside, first, inside, and last.
Yes, but what I mean by that is, and let me maybe explain it better. So x times x is,
X squared.
and then x times negative 2 would be,
Negative.
and then 2 times x would be 2x, and then 2 times 2 would be negative 4, because it's a negative 2, right? So then when I add my like terms, what happens?
2x.
Minus
It's
4.
dead. It died.
The negative 2x and 2x cancel out.
It died.
So then I just got x squared minus 4, right?
Could you ignore the middle one?
So when we had the same parentheses but opposite signs, we just ignored the middle, right?
Yes, we do.
I can
Okay.
get this rule down. I think I got it.
You have this ruled down. Okay, so Brock, are you talking about this one or the
Yeah.
one we're doing today?
That one that you just did.
Okay.
Okay, so since there's the same problem but except different signs.
Yes.
Okay, you would take
I knew
x
exactly what
minus
to do.
2 and then you do x and then x squared and then 2x squared. So it would be x squared minus 4.
Okay, so Brock says the rule for this, and that's going to play into what we're doing today. The rule would be I would take x squared, and then I would have minus 2 squared.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So that would give me x squared minus what?
2.
4.
4.
Because it's 2 squared.
Yes,
Right?
I understand.
So we remember this now.
Yes.
No.
You didn't teach us.
I didn't teach you the squared part.
Yeah.
But now do you see how we can get that?
Why is that 2 squared turned into just 1x?
Wait,
X
Wait.
squared, sorry. Why is x squared? No.
Sorry, it was supposed to be x squared.
Okay. I understand.
So couldn't you just put 2 times 2?
Yes, but I want you to think of it as squared. Because like this, Ryan, so if I had x minus 6 and x plus 6, I would use the rule this would be x squared minus 6 squared, right? Because 6 times 6?
Can I ask a complicated question?
Not right this second. Everybody good with this?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is like the reverse of that. So I'm going to give you the expression x squared minus 25. How would you factor it? We're not going to square the first thing and the last thing. We're going to take the square root.
Good job.
So if I take the square root of x squared, I would just get x. So that's going to be my first one in both parentheses.
And then negative 5
X
and
minus
then
5 and x plus 5.
plus 5.
So then I take the square root of 25, which would be 5. And they have to be opposite signs. So that would be my answer. We good with that?
I don't like this.
Okay. So then we do the same thing with the next problem. So I have 4z squared minus 1. So I take the square roots, right? Square root would be what?
That's
2
2z.
2z, and that's what I would use for both of them. And then what's the square root of 1?
1.
1, so I'd have minus 1 and
Plus 1.
plus 1.
Oh my gosh. This is making sense.
Okay?
I understand the
Question about that?
No.
No,
Nope.
because 1 and 1 is 1.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
1 is
Now, this only works, though, when this is
negative.
a minus.
What if it's positive?
Okay, so if I have something like 16x squared, and I'm making this up on the spot, so I hope it works out, plus 64, can I just take the square root of the first and the second? No, because it's plus. But I can still factor.
So
What do they have in common?
16.
8. Well, can you divide 64 by?
Let me see
yeah.
I knew it.
Yes, it's 4.
It's 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right. I know. It's not wrong.
64 divided by 8.
Got you.
I
16
just wrote it wrong.
divided by 8 is 2.
So 16 is the greatest common factor between the two, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So if I pull out 16, what would be left
X
here?
squared plus 4.
Plus, if I divided 64 by 16, I would get 4. But now, is there anything more I can do?
No. So that's your answer.
So that
So
would be
if it's not negative, you can most likely factor.
what?
If there's not a minus sign, you can most likely factor it.
So you do it if it's negative, can you factor it?
What if it's a
could,
positive
right?
and you can't factor it? So
No,
then
but
you just leave it.
Can you factor it?
Shouldn't you be able to?
The other way?
No, factor it if it's negative.
Can you?
We did just factor it.
No, if it's negative.
But if the
We did just factor it.
No, like that.
You that way.
The first thing we did was
So if I have 5x squared minus 20, can I take the square root of 5?
Yes.
So wait, will the square root trick work on this one?
No.
No. So you could, but
Not yet.
it
Can
can
you
be
just
factored.
normal-
It can
normal
be factored.
dividing
Take away 5 from each.
I can factor 5 from each, right?
See, that's what we were asking
You said you
for.
couldn't, but
That's what we
I
asked
just-
for.
I know, that's why I'm getting there.
Okay.
You guys sometimes get ahead of me. You need to let me get there and then ask. Okay, so we agree that we can pull out a greatest common factor of 5, right?
Yes.
So what would be left here?
X squared negative 1 minus 4.
Okay, now can you factor even more?
No.
No.
Or not?
Because
X squared and
nothing else
negative
to
4 don't have any common thing.
you have finished.
You
But
can
then you
factor
can
using
divide
the square root.
Oh.
Oh.
Darn.
Right?
After
Oh, so it would be
So then I would have 5 parentheses. What's the square root of x squared?
plus minus 2. Plus 2. X
Minus
plus 2.
Right?
Why do
That works as well.
Yes.
magical.
Okay. So sometimes if when you look at it and you're like, oh, the square root rule won't work, see if there's something you can pull out first and then use the square root rule.
Oh,
so X?
Yes.
What if one could be square root?
Okay. So then the only other example I have for you, not that one. These ones, we've already done these before. I'm just going to change it a little bit so that you'll see one that you have on your homework. If I set this equal to 0, okay, so first of all I have to factor, right? Okay, so if I factor it, so I'm going to change this and I'm changing the directions to solve. So if it says solve, I need x to have a value, so I need x to equal something. If it just says factor, it just wants the parentheses. Okay.
So
We did this on our homework, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, you did, because we had two like x equals and then you'd have to write the answers. Because you'd have to put the factor
there was
versus 0,
two blanks.
and then you'd have to solve it from there, right?
we did.
Oh, you did have it on your online assignment?
Yeah.
Okay,
AJ
perfect.
asked me about spell.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Okay, so then
Made sense.
the only example I do have for you then,
it's a bird.
Oh.
It's a plane.
It's
Oh.
It's a peacock.
You say it's
Why did I look at it and think it was a chair? It's a peacock.
I actually don't want to use